What's up guys, Play here, and welcome back to another episode of Fallout New Vegas. In the last episode we went to Vault 11 and did a really awesome quest there, something I wasn't expecting to be as good as it was. If you want to check that out, please check out the last episode. Today is going to be quite a short one, so today I have figured out how to do Lily's quest. In actuality, all I have to do is sleep. I've actually fulfilled all of the requirements for the next portion of Lily's quest, and the reason why I got the next portion at Red Rock Canyon in my test playthroughs was because I slept there.
Grandma's feeling calmer now, dear.
It's because I slept there. You know when I was trying to get her to break the last two episodes? She's actually broken on camera before, I'm pretty sure. Well, I've talked about her breaks on camera before, and usually with dialogue options, if you use them, they go, darker, as you've seen, I'm sure, many times over the last 147 episodes. But yeah, with this dialogue option, I assume it just goes away, because I've probably talked about it before. Because here's the requirements for Lily's quest, okay? So first of all, you need to have talked to Lily about Leo and replied, so that's basically explored all of her dialogue tree. You need to have witnessed a psychotic break, which happens when she gets below 1/4 HP. You go, "Arr, arr," and then she gets some damage buffs when she does that. And you would need to witness that and talk to her about it, which I'm pretty sure I've done. And then witnessed her taking her medicine and talk to her about it. She says something like medicine time when she says that, when she's taking her medicine. And in the last episode, actually, or maybe, yeah, it was the episode before that, we talked to her about her medicine. And the final thing is you need to have slept, waited, or fast-travelled. I'm pretty sure I fast-travelled, but sleeping is the thing that cured it for me. So those are the things you need to do in order to get Lily's quest to trigger. And so yeah, let's get into what the actual quest is once I've slept.
Oh my goodness,
I've heard that
look at these little
nastier than
angels. Becky, that dress looks so lovely. And Jimmy, oh my word, how you've grown.
I'm 4 whole feet, Grandma. Do you bring us presents, Grandma?
Well now, I don't know. Have you been good to your mommy and daddy?
Yes.
Well then, let Grandma see what you've got.
Huh.
Hello again, dear.
What was that recording you were listening to?
Oh, that old thing. That's just a holotape from the last time I visited my grandkids. Such sweet little children, little angels. Sometimes it's hard to remember them, so I take that old tape out from time to time and listen.
Why is it hard to remember them?
It's my medicine, dearie. It keeps me calm, but it makes my memory go all fuzzy. That's why I only take my dosage every other time. That way, at least I remember their faces.
Lily, I'd like to talk to you about your medication.
Oh, don't you worry your silly little head about that, Pumpkin. Grandma knows what she's doing.
Okay, so you have 3 options. Obviously, you can talk about it later. So, first of all, this middle option, all of these things affect Lily's ending. So, keep that in mind when you're taking your choice. This middle one, all it does is she will continue to break at the same time, and she will keep her current stats, but after you pick this option, she will calm herself down every time you crouch. So that's that option. It's too dangerous for you to miss doses. From now on, I want you to take your medicine every time. This option, your medicine isn't doing you any good, I want you to stop taking it altogether, puts her melee weapon skill up to 100 permanently, and she breaks at half health instead of quarter health, which again gives her buffs. I'm not sure exactly what buffs. So that's a big damage. That's a big damage buff. And then this one, what does it set her melee weapons? This one sets her melee weapon skill to 60, which is a nerf. It's less than what she currently has. I believe she's on 80 at the moment. Sets her melee weapon skill to 80, and she will no longer suffer psychotic breaks. So she'll no longer have those damage buffs. But of course, as the story nerd I am, I'm obviously going to pick the option that is in my opinion, morally superior, which is you should keep taking your medicine. No wait. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. That this one. sorry. This is the one that just makes you calm when you crouch. Which is you should keep taking your meds every other time. It's worth the risk to remember your family. That's the one where she keeps her stats, keeps her breaks at quarter health, and then calms when you crouch. This is the one that sets her melee weapons to 100, and this is the one that sets her melee weapons to 60, and she no longer suffers breaks. It's too dangerous for you to miss doses. From now on, I want you to take your medicine every time.
Are you sure, dearie? Taking my medicine all the time makes me feel woozy, but it does make it easier for me to ignore Leo.
I'm sure. I'd rather you didn't have any psychotic breaks, even if it means you aren't as strong.
Well, alright then, dearie. I suppose I'll have my holotapes to remind me of Becky and Jimmy.
Okay.
Talk to you soon, dear.
Yeah. I'd now like to take this time to use this quest to back up a previous point I have made. Lilly and Leo. Lilly... Oh, by the way, that's the name of Lily's quest, Lilly and Leo. Lilly is a Nightkin who suffers from schizophrenia due to her stealth boy abuse. Do you want proof of her stealth boy abuse? Lilly abuses stealth boys. So... That's why she suffers from schizophrenia. This splits her personality into two: Lilly and Leo. Lilly is the original being, the original individual who was turned into a Nightkin, and then Leo is her split, more aggressive personality. What I believe, with Lilly it's a lot less succinct, obviously, because Leo, instead of being a whole different personality, is just a voice in the back of her head. Whereas with Dog and God, yep, we're going 100 episodes back here, Dog and God, the Nightkin from Dead Money, that is literally a completely split personality, where sometimes one will just take over the other. Now, it could be argued that this backs up the point that God... I hate to call him God because I don't feel like that's his actual name. Was the original personality, because he's the more calm one, and then Dog, the more aggressive one, is the split personality. I disagree because I don't think Dog is actually that aggressive. Leo seems like a demon. Although I guess you could make the point that God is on one side and Dog is kind of like a demon. Wait, what the hell is that? What the hell is that? Before we continue with my, I think, a cool point. Those are bones. What the hell? Because Dog isn't actually that aggressive. I mean, he's stupid, but he's not that aggressive. So what I feel happened with Dog is that Dog was the original person, but I don't feel like his personality was Dog's. I feel like he was called Dog, and then it was Dog and God mixed together. You know, the actual creature you see at the end of Dead Money when you fuse the two. That was his original, but because of his stealth boy abuse, he suddenly started to split his personalities off, and two different variants of his personalities were created. With Lilly, it's different. Lilly, because of her stealth boy abuse, I'm trying to think. I think they're two different generations of mutant too. I think Dog is Gen 1 and Lilly is Gen 2. I want to say that's true, because I'm pretty sure Dog was in the Master's army and Lilly wasn't. I can't back that up with anything. I know the Dog was in the Master's army. I'm not sure whether Lilly was or what that means entirely, but I'm pretty sure they're two different generations of mutant, and one of the generations is smarter. I think it's first gen. I think first gen is smarter. Which is well, it backs up my point a little. Well, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't back up my point at all. Never mind. But you can. Is she second gen? Now? She seems reasonably smart, although she has got that voice problem, where she's very gruffly and she's been taken over a bit by the beast. But it's clear, because this medicine was actually made by Dr. Henry, that Dr. Henry has got a solution to the Nightkin's schizophrenia problem. And as you see I won't spoil anything, but the medicine is reasonably effective when Lilly doesn't abuse it. But obviously, as the medicine works more, and that her past, I guess her past is what's troubling her. Her past is what brings out the aggression in her, and that's why forgetting about her past goes hand in hand with merchants. Forgetting about her past goes hand in hand with her calming down a bit and becoming sane, which she actually does. And I mean, we see with she continues to abuse stealth boys, yet hopefully with the medicine she will with the medicine she no longer suffers psychotic breaks, and she should be calmer from now on. Her melee weapon skills are worse, so she's not as aggressive, and the medicine that's a cool thing for the future. That Nightkin are cool. Nightkin and super mutants, although Nightkin a little bit more, Nightkin a little bit more, are strong. They're obviously very resilient. Lily's got 800 health, for God's sake. Or let me get you an exact number. 864 health. They're resilient, strong. They can use all types of different weapons. Some could argue that the Nightkin or the Forced Evolutionary Virus (FEV) is actually the Nightkin are actually an evolution of humans. And once you've got the problems associated with super mutants and Nightkin out of the way, which is the schizophrenia from Nightkins, and the super mutants, they have some intelligence issues. I'm not sure what causes that, but if you think back to what happens on the East Coast, I don't think. Oh, there are there. Yeah, even the one semi-intelligent mutant we meet in that game, I think, Fawkes, is very. He's morally, to some people he's morally good, but he's still not intelligent. He's just, not trying to beat the shit out of everyone he sees. So, I don't know. I think it's a different batch of FEV over there as well. It comes from Vault 87, if I remember right, whereas this one comes straight from the Master and the Mariposa military base. But yeah, so I think if you fix the problems that are associated with Nightkin and super mutants, they could well be the future of the human race. And so it's very promising to see Dr. Henry creating this medicine that seems to fix a lot of these problems. So I've talked enough about Nightkin, so that wasn't as succinct as I was hoping it would be, but hopefully you enjoyed. I know this has probably been a relatively short episode. I've tried to expand a little bit with my thoughts on Nightkins. And Lily's an interesting character, but I don't really think she's as important as the implication she has. But that's about it for Lilly. I finally figured out the quest. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. And in the next episode, we'll be doing the quest I promised a couple of eps back. So I will see you guys then.